It's no secret that I love the DJI Pocket 3, and I've made a lot of videos about it, from deep dives into the settings to full-on accessory guides. I've also used it to shoot plenty of content for both this tech channel and my travel vlogging channel. But like most of my camera gear, I've gone through different vlogging setups for it, and today I'm going to share my latest one. I'm going to walk you through all the accessories that I'm currently using, plus a few that didn't quite make the cut for me, but they might work well for your setup. This video is sponsored by K&F Concept, and I'll talk about them in just a little bit. First up is this lightweight gimbal protector. Now the gimbal is the most delicate part of the Pocket 3, so it's really important to store it securely when you're not using it. Now DJI does include a branded cover, but personally I find it a bit bulky. And because half of it is exposed, the camera lens often shifts around. This alternative protector locks the gimbal firmly in place, and it also covers the screen, the joystick, and the buttons. It's lighter, sleeker, and overall more discreet. I also prefer this version over one that I've reviewed in the past, because this one has these two locking buttons that make it really easy to open and close, so no more forcing it open like the other one that I tried out. Plus, there's also a magnetized slot on the lid for storing a filter, or in my case, stacked filters. So now we're moving on to filters from K&F Concept, who also happens to be the sponsor of this video. That said, I've been using K&F filters long before this collaboration, especially on my mirrorless camera lenses, and I've always been impressed with the quality for the price. This set includes a black diffusion filter, a CPL or circular polarizer, and a variable ND filter. DJI does sell official filters like a wide-angle lens and a black mist filter, and while I think they work pretty decently, the black mist filter in particular can be a bit too strong for my taste. The K&F diffusion filter gives you that soft halation effect on bright areas, and it also helps smooth out skin tones, but in a slightly more subtle cinematic way. And as for the CPL and the VND filters, well, these aren't even offered by DJI. The CPL is great for cutting reflections and boosting color saturation, especially in blue skies. Just make sure to rotate it carefully because it is so small and it's very easy to over-adjust. The VND lets you reduce light without changing your camera settings, which is super helpful for achieving natural motion blur when filming with a 180-degree shutter in so-called cinematic settings. Now, since these filters are so thin and lightweight, I often stack them. My usual combination for vlogging is a black mist filter, and when I'm out in bright conditions, I usually add either the CPL or the VND filter. Next up, let's talk about the bottom of the Pocket 3. This has been one of my biggest gripes about this camera. It only has a USB-C port. There's no built-in mount. So you're stuck using the included handle just to attach it to a tripod. And I often forget or lose this handle. The plastic handle does work, but this K&F adapter is a much better option. It's all metal, more compact, and it also has a 1/4-inch thread as well as foldable GoPro-style fingers. It also keeps the USB-C port accessible for charging, and it gives you a sturdier base if you're just going to set the camera down on a table or a shelf. Now, I've always used a couple of different mounts with my Pocket 3, but the one I keep coming back to is this PGY Tech Mini Tripod. I've talked about it before, and I'm mentioning it again because it's just that good. It's compact, and it can double as a grip or a selfie stick, and you can even extend it to be a medium-height tripod. I've permanently attached the K&F mount to it, so I can basically treat it like a quick release. And I also use this Ulanzi metal mount, which is very similar to the K&F one, but it's all black, and it also just has a 1/4-inch thread on the bottom, so there's no folding action camera fingers. Paired with it is this ultra tiny Ulanzi tripod, which might be the smallest tripod that I've ever seen, but it is surprisingly useful, especially in tight places. It's more stable than just using the mount alone, and I prefer it over DJI's mini tripod because it's all metal, more compact, and it's just easier to work with in tricky spots. Now for the audio. So the Pocket 3 Creator Combo comes with DJI Mic 2 transmitter, which you can connect via Bluetooth. Now the newer DJI Mic Mini also does the same thing, but in a much smaller package. Now at the moment, I am switching between the two of them based on the situation. The Mic Mini is my go-to because it is so compact and it's super travel friendly. And I can use it with my other cameras as well, like my mirrorless camera or my phone, but it does not have internal recording, which can be a deal breaker in certain situations. So I do carry around one DJI Mic 2 transmitter as a backup, just in case I need that extra audio backup. Now, one thing I do wish that my current setup did have was a way to mount the Mic 2 transmitter. It would be amazing if this Gimbal Protector also had a cold shoe mount on it for clipping this microphone, because at the moment I just have to carry the microphone in my bag and I can't really attach it to this setup. Now, I also have 4 other accessories that I tested out, but I didn't end up making it a part of my everyday setup. But I'm still going to talk about them because they might be a good fit for your style. So the first one is this metal cage by Ulanzi. It's a metal alternative to DJI's official expansion adapter. It's really solid, and it has more mounting options, including a foldable GoPro-style mount in the back, a cold shoe mount on the side, and a spot for a wrist strap. But it is a bit heavy, and more importantly, it interferes with my Gimbal Protector, so I can't quite use it. Still, it's a really strong option if you need the extra mounting flexibility and you want an alternative to the DJI version. Now, I also have this cute little light by Ulanzi, and it's designed to work with this Ulanzi Cage, even though it actually does work with Osmo Action cameras as well. If you have the camera inside of this cage here, you can attach this to the side mount here, or if you want to mount your Osmo Action, this is Action 5, vertically, like this, you can now mount the light over here. So I think this product really was intended to work mainly with the Osmo Action, but it also works with the Pocket 3 Ulanzi adapter as well. So having a light like this is great for low light vlogging. Even though the Pocket 3 is great at shooting in low light, sometimes you need that pop of light, especially if you're showing yourself. It just gives you slightly more natural colors. But since I'm not going to be using this Ulanzi Cage with my Pocket 3, this accessory did not make the cut for me. Now, I also have another expansion mount option with a fold-out handle and a magnetic base. It even comes with these metal stickers, so you can attach it to non-magnetic surfaces. It's really fun for creative angles, but the build does feel a little bit flimsy, and I never found myself reaching for it often enough. So this was not right for me, but if you need a magnetic mount for your Pocket 3, then this could be a good option for you. Now, the last accessory is one that almost made my main list. It's a little flap that covers the exposed part of the Pocket 3 when it's put inside of DJI's official case. It attaches by sliding into the cold shoe mount on top of the Pocket 3 case, and then you can easily fold it shut or open it up. It also has some space in the lid for storing filters, although I do find this magnetic attachment here is a little bit weak, so I don't know that I'd trust my filters to be put in here. But again, the main purpose of having this is to cover this part of the case and make sure that your Pocket 3 is fully protected. The other thing that I'm not so wild about with this flap is that it takes up the spot of your cold shoe mount. So if you're like me and you typically like to attach your Mic 2 transmitter on top of the case like this, then you can't do that if you're going to use this lid. So I do wish, or I hope that they come up with a version that gives you the option to somehow attach your Mic 2 as well. Maybe right here you could attach it, or even to the front. Just something like that would be nice to take this up a notch. So currently, because I'm not using this official DJI case anymore with my Pocket 3, I'm preferring this lower profile case instead. I'm not currently going to be using this, but if I ever were to switch back to using the official Pocket 3 case, then I would probably have this flap on it just in case. So this is my current full DJI Pocket 3 vlogging rig, plus a few extras that didn't quite make the cut. I am super excited about this setup in particular because next week it is coming with me on a 3-week trip to Japan, and I'll be using it to vlog a lot. You'll definitely see some of that content here, but if you haven't yet, check out my travel vlog channel too, because I'll be posting plenty of vlog footage on that channel at some point. But as always, leave some questions down below in the comments if you have any. Let me know what you're currently using with your Pocket 3, any accessories that I haven't mentioned. I'm always looking for new ones to highlight in these accessory or vlogging setup videos. So let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.